right, good evening and welcome to another edition of KLBJ's Local Licks. We do this every Tuesday from 10:30 to midnight. We give you 90 minutes of music from Austin artists exclusively, and tonight we have very special guests in the house, Sinus. Ow!
That was Loris.
That was me. Well, I mean, you guys are the closest thing I come to rock stars here in Austin. I mean, you guys do rock. And I say that R-A-W-K, rock, in a big, big, gigantic way. I mean, it's all about the show. I mean, like Kiss, big. You know what I'm saying?
John, that's one. One person in town who got it.
I got it.
We're done. That's it. Never mind. Show's over. As long as one person got it.
And you're doing a reunion. You guys have been split up for a while, so it's really good to have you back.
Well, thank you.
Couple shows.
We did one reunion thing last year after almost 5 years, and we had so much fun that there was no way we weren't going to do it again. So.
Well, good. I'm glad it's coming back together. And the shows are Friday and Saturday night at the Flamingo Cantina. They're benefits for the Handsome Joel Foundation. And there are a few people out there who aren't familiar with that. Tell us about Handsome Joel.
Handsome Joel was an old school scene guy in the rock and roll, Joel Svatek, and he worked at all the clubs, knew everybody. And he was on his way home from, was it New Year's Eve or a Super Bowl night, and got run into and killed by a drunk driver. And he's a good friend of all of ours, everybody in town.
A lot of bands.
Yeah, in fact, at his funeral, there was just, how many people were there? It was insane.
500.
Yeah, it was lined up, and it was all just rock bands, clubs, everybody. And so his mom has a foundation, it's the Handsome Joel Foundation, and it's for Safe Ride. And so we're donating $3 out of every ticket sale to that. So each night.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, tell me about the early days of Sinus. I mean, this was quite a brainchild you guys hatched.
The early days. We wanted to, we worked on the scene. We were in the clubs. We were playing. And we saw these great musicians every night, but they were just standing there, just like staring at their shoes. Yeah. And
since we aren't great musicians.
That's right. Yeah.
We thought, man, we got to do something.
That's right. We grew up on Kiss and AC/DC, and we remember what it was like to just go ballistic at a real arena rock show. Yeah. And we thought there was no reason why we couldn't bring that energy to the small stage. And we did it really just to show other bands in town, show our friends, hey man, you got to get up and do something exciting, because if you don't, they're going to stop coming out and supporting the scene.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Who needs shoegazers, man?
That's
we
right.
need a rock show. And I remember at the time when you guys, well, I don't want to use the word hype, but I mean that was the name of the company, Hype Shop. I mean, and the publicity was insane, and it was a breath of fresh air at the time.
Notice how she talks about us as if we're much older.
It wasn't that long ago.
Okay.
It was what, the late 90s? That's not been that long. I'm talking to Craig Von Shaft and Johnny Thundernips of Sinus. Let's play some Sinus rock and roll. 93.7 KLBJ, the Rock of Austin with Local Licks, and a song called Black 13.
You taking what color, Loris?
You know what? Let's ask a couple of questions, and we'll
Who can answer anything?
Yeah. Come up with the right answer, and we'll give you something.
Or just be the only person to call in.
All right, here's your two questions. Which band member is now involuntarily bald? And let's see, who is the sexiest member of the band?
Yeah.
Those are not the same answer, by the way.
All right, give us a call, 390-KLBJ. We can put you on the guest list. And also, there's a special event going on in the afternoon, Saturday afternoon, right?
Oh, yeah.
Special barbecue for the crew.
It's a band and crew thing, yeah.
So if you'd like to be included on that, you will have that option. So give us a call right now. Answer that Sinus question, and we'll see if we can't hook you up. You know the number. It's 390-KLBJ.
Hang on.
KLBJ.
Hi, are you guys still looking for a winner?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so involuntarily bald would be Johnny Thundernips.
Yeah.
And sexiest would have to be Susie Jones.
Okay, well, I suppose that is correct. These guys might say it's debatable, but I would say Susie Jones. And what's your name?
I'm Heather.
Yeah, we're doing the Local Licks show, playing bands from Austin, Texas. We've got Sinus in the house with us, and congratulations to our winners who have names like Sven and Teabag. few other winners. I'll go into the Sinus show. There's a couple of shows, one Friday, one Saturday, and they're benefits for the Hanson Joel Foundation. You guys take the stage around midnight, and there's some cool opening bands, and of course Susie will be there too. Let's talk a little bit about Susie Jones, your other band member.
Susie, yeah, she. What do you want to know about her?
Well, I mean, I read in one of your
We got
other
all the
notes
dirt.
that she's the reason that people show up to the show.
Well, that's in fact, at last year when we did this, one of the road crew guys came up to me after the show and he said, "Do you realize that like there's this whole row of guys and some girls on the side of the stage that just stare at her the entire show?"
They don't even look at the band.
I don't know yet. That's why they're there. So yeah, no.
Well, she is. She's a fire dancer.
She is.
And,
Yeah. She's in control of that among the sign and all kinds of explosive optionals and everything else. So, yeah.
But it's quite a stage show, so yeah. It's got to be seen to be believed.
And we should add, not only is Susie going to be there, but all the original members of the band, including we're going to have 2 bass players.
Yeah, both of them.
I know
Billy Balls and the original Rick Strutter will be there as well.
Oh, I didn't know about Rick Strutter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Rick Strutter opened a restaurant down on Ben White called Woody's South, and he put on about 40 pounds, and he sits at the house playing video games. We don't really know what happened to him. He comes out hiding like once a year to play, and you know, he says he's coming. He says he's coming. So.
And actually, we also have a special guest too. Ronnie Black Label's going to show up.
One of the original founding members of an old band, Escape Niggs, that was a big tour with the Ministry all the time. He will be up singing a song with us both nights as well. He's an old school rocker. But I also wanted to note, though, that Rick Strutter will be wearing his tan-through thong to harken back to days of old.
Unwanted visual.
You just called him out on that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. He has to do it.
Bringing his lunch with him.
And your road crew, those guys are some snazzy dressers, too.
The road crew.
If you haven't seen it, you need to go to the MySpace site and check those out.
Anything else we needed to mention? What were you saying about roadkill?
Sure, laugh at them. They're helping us out. You're laughing.
Roadkill pedicabs. That's such a great name for a pedicab.
It is. Those guys.
Out of my way.
They offer to help out early on when we start talking about doing this show, and they'll be around on 6th Street, and they'll definitely help you get from the club to your hotel safely, so you don't have to drive home drunk. That's the idea with those guys.
Thing. Don't drive drunk.
And I definitely want to send out the big thanks, as usual, to Cheapo Discs, which is local.
That's
And they always hook us up every year, and go in there to buy your stuff.
Can you buy Sinus CDs at the?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, it's been great to see you guys again.
Yeah.
Best of luck with the shows. I'm sure they're going to be packed Friday and Saturday night. Flamingo Cantina.
Loris, are you coming down to the Machu Picchu Laser Light Show later this summer?
I would like to. Now, I was looking at your itinerary because after you do the Flamingo shows, you're hitting the world tour. We've got a New York show in Central Park, on to Boston, Fenway Park, London, Wembley Stadium. Now, the one, Moscow, Copenhagen, Baghdad, the Abu Ghraib Art Complex. Larry's Chicken Shack in Hong Kong. That's a cool venue. Now, the Monsoon Jam 07 in New Delhi looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
The Hawaii shows, oh boy. Staples Center, Mexico City. What's that? Bullfights and Hot Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Machu Picchu and the Sinus Laser Light Show, I've always wanted to go there. I think I'm going to try to fit that into my schedule.
There's some great hiking tours around the area too that you can kind of do a whole backpacking thing.
Campsite and the laser show. And, it's going to be great. But it all starts out at the Flamingo Cantina this Friday night, right here in Austin, Texas, baby. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you,
Loris.
Fun.
Always a pleasure. Sinus in the house. It's Local Licks on 93.7 KLBJ FM, Austin. We'll go in there. One more. All right. Oh, go.